Okay, and we are live. Let's play some Unchained. This is Archmage's Library. I'm pretty sure that's right. Pretty sure that's the one we want. Alright. Let's play some Unchained, boys. Yes, I like this one. This is on Endless, Splinter thing. No way. Bonus coming from the battle.
Read it twice, cut once.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'll never notice this. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Read it twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. Read it twice, cut once. Ha! It's electric! I'll just leave this right here.
It's been two.
I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. Twice, cut once. I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Twice, cut once. I'll never notice this. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. Twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here.
That trap goes on the ceiling.
I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. That's twice, cut once. I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. That's twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Twice, cut once. I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. Twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once. I'll never notice this. Whoopsie, Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. You'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. You'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that. You'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. You'll never notice this. Twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. Twice, cut once. You'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. You'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. You'll never notice this.
What's going on?
Twice,
Playing Unchained
cut
today.
once. You'll never notice this.
Free version of
almost hurt
Unchained.
myself on that.
Bootleg
I'll
version,
just
sort
leave
of.
this right here. You'll never notice this. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. You'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. You'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie,
just
almost
the
hurt
fruits of
myself
it.
on that.
Place the list of, so let's pay
Twice, cut once.
Cades on that side.
They'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here.
Back when you used to be able to.
They'll never
do
notice
that,
this.
Cades.
Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. Measure twice, cut once. Not on your life.
Well, let's just put those. Let's get started.
Enemy has opened a minion portal.
They'll never notice. They've broken through a gate. I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once.
Volume is crazy high. I didn't realize. No. Oh wow, yeah, this is definitely. It says God mode, I don't know what that means. Oh, I guess we can't die.
Never noticed this.
Ooh, we got the Unchained.
Enemies at the rift.
Alright. This isn't the one I wanted to play. I thought this was, but this wasn't the right one. So we're going to play the right one. Which one is it? It is... I like Temple Graveyard. Which one was it? It was the library one, which is restricted section, I think, maybe. Yeah, and these all change back, so let's get those back to where they need to be. Same Ballista, and then we're gonna do Viscous Tar Barricade, and we're gonna take this and do Boom Barrel Roller, Wall Charger, Barricade, Viscous Tar. This one we can do Swinging Mace with. Where's it at? Swinging Mace. And Brimstone. Or actually, maybe we should do Floor Spikes. Actually, we'd probably do Flip Traps. Let's do that. Let's do Flip Traps. I think. Right? Yeah. Did I get rid of? No. Yeah. Flip, 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 flip. I'm missing it. Here it is. Flip Trap, Viscous Tar, Swinging Mace. And then we need where is it? See, I'll know it when I see it. I always forget what it's. I always forget about it. Balls. I say Ring of Storms would be cool. Any trap Vambrance. I don't know what that means, so let's bring it. Floor Scorcher. That's what I need. It's up here somewhere. It's up here next to Brimstone somewhere. There it is. Alright, that's what we want. Okay. Max, restricted section, endless, extra difficulty, no. Mods. Launch. Let's do it. Nice. What is 8? I don't know. Okay, so we got our barricades. This is a fun map.
Twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here.
I don't think we had to do 2 spaces back then. I don't remember.
Twice, cut once.
Guess so. So anyways, we go. No, I don't think we did. Right? I'm pretty sure we could fit everything into one area, but I don't really remember.
I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once.
Going
Whoopsie.
to
Almost hurt myself on that. Measure twice,
do that,
cut once.
and then
I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice,
tar.
cut once. Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself.
Brad, what's going on, man? That's kind of loud. Hopefully my neighbors didn't mind.
Twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. Measure twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here.
Woo! Oh, this looks fun. I can't see
They'll
you.
never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. They'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here.
What's going on as I'm watching stream in the middle of the night? Hey, I appreciate it, my dude. We're playing Unchained today.
Cut once. I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Whoopsie. almost
This
hurt
one's going to be a lot of
myself
fun.
on
This little box right here is just going to be a lot of fun to watch. And let's go ahead
that. I'll
and
just leave this right here.
get some more of these.
Twice.
Gotta
cut
make sure
once.
everything flips into
I'll
the
just leave
center.
this right here. Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. They'll never
Doesn't really
notice
do us any good to have like more than one in one
Twice,
spot for
cut
this,
once.
so we're
They'll
gonna
never
just
notice this. Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that.
sort of do it.
I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once. They'll never notice
And
this.
let's get our
Whoopsie,
ballistas up
almost
here.
hurt myself on that.
And can we do a swinging mace here? I don't think we can. No, probably not. Okay.
I'll just
Some more
leave this
ballistas up
right
here then.
They'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself.
I'm streaming because I'm not going to be streaming too much Orcs 3 anymore. I'll probably be only doing it on weekends, and that's going to be
Twice, cut once.
kind of
Whoopsie,
sparse, I
almost hurt
think.
myself on that.
Just because I start my new job next week, so I need to do lots of studying for the job itself,
Cut once.
as is customary to getting a new
Almost hurt
job.
myself on that.
Not only that, but I also used to work at a tree farm over the winter break, and
Nope.
I may be doing that again.
I'll just leave this right here.
So winter is upon us.
They'll never notice.
That'll be like November and December time frame. However, I also might be going over to Colorado.
Twice,
So
cut once.
if that happens, then I'll be worrying about moving,
They'll
and so
never notice this.
yeah, just a lot of
Twice,
stuff happening
cut
here pretty soon.
Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on
Okay,
that.
can I? Oh, that's
I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt
trying to
myself
get
on
the.
that. I'll just leave this right
Talking to the team that made this or made this possible, and to get to where I can start editing values. I'm not exactly sure where it is within the information I have, and so if they're able to provide that for me,
They'll never notice this.
then I'll be able to make it more realistic instead of just placing traps everywhere, like literally everywhere.
Twice, cut once. Whoopsie,
You know.
almost hurt myself on that. They'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here.
But up until that point, we're just gonna do this. A bunch of
Almost hurt
these.
myself on that.
We don't have to necessarily overlap tar. It's not gonna really
They'll
do us
never
any
notice
good.
this. Measure twice, cut once.
Let's go ahead to change things up.
I'll
Yeah.
just leave this right here. They'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once.
I mean, this is doable without it. Now, they did make a more challenging version
I'll just leave this right here. They'll never notice this.
Endless with this mod. There's like an Endless plus, like in-game times 10, whatever it's called in Dark Souls kind of thing.
They'll never notice
With a New
this.
Game Plus, New Game Plus 2, and stuff like that. They have that for Endless here, and Rift Lord
Almost hurt
difficulty,
myself on
which with Tier 1 traps is it's really tough
that. I'll
anyways,
just
so
leave this right here.
um,
Measure twice, cut once. They'll never notice this.
alright, and we're gonna
Whoopsie, almost hurt myself
cool
on
thing
that.
is to explore all the maps, because the maps are pretty much the same from where it was. Alright,
Never
we're gonna
notice this.
really just pound them in here. Look at these ceiling pounders. Alright.
Oopsie. Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. That's twice, cut once.
We had to turn down the sound, the game sound for this quite a bit, just to make sure we could play it. Okay, we're out of that green box zone, I think. Close. And we're gonna bring them from one side and take them to the other side.
Oopsie.
So
Almost hurt myself on that.
I'm used to clicking
Twice,
E to
cut
sell.
once.
Let's. I'm fairly certain we were able
I'll never
to
notice this.
make a half square and everything filled in through a half square. I'm pretty sure, but I don't quite remember. Maybe that's not the case.
I'll just leave this right here.
I'm just so I guess maybe I'm just
Twice,
too used to
cut once.
playing 3 that I just don't know anymore.
I'll never notice this.
Okay, now we're gonna put ballistas
Whoopsie.
up here.
Almost hurt myself on that. I'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie. Almost hurt
And
myself on
then
that.
boom barrel rollers, which are beautiful traps.
Measure twice, cut once.
You really can't have too many of them because
Oh, thanks.
on this map you can definitely have quite a few.
I'll just leave this right here.
But you don't want them exploding all at the same time because then it'll mess up
Twice,
like
cut once.
the boom barrels.
Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this.
I suppose if you have a good enough PC,
Twice, cut once. I'll just leave this right here.
really stack everything. Sorry about all the green that's going on your screen right now.
I'll never notice this.
I'm probably fine with starting. I just want to make sure I got a bunch of stuff
I'll never
everywhere.
notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once. Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here. I'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and start the wave.
Enemy has opened a minion portal.
And we'll start shooting them.
Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself.
We should get some
on
pretty
that.
decent combos with all this airtime that they're going to have.
I'll never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. They've broken through a gate.
Look at all this fire, dude. Oh, yeah. Look at this room. This room's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, man. Of course we want gold per second. We don't have enough money. Oh, we actually are kind of short on money, to be fair. Well, maybe we won't get a whole bunch of combos. I don't know. Definitely don't remember. Well, yeah, this one wasn't in. This was never an endless map. Of course, with this mod, you can play all the maps endless, which is pretty neat. I like playing all the maps endless. They get knocked out there. I don't know if it gets any harder or not. It's been a long time since I've played this. There's some way to sprint, I think. Oh yeah, tab. You get to look at all your stuff and your loadout for your weavers. Yeah, because you can run up here and you can kind of take a look at some of the cool little doodads around the map. I destroyed one of those doodads, so let me find another one here for you. If you never played Unchained, this is what you missed. Well, you had a trap cap, so you couldn't do like what I just did. Well, that's an interesting face. Oh, I knocked that over. That just mean tossing. Yeah. It's one of the things you actually did on Banquet Hall. I can show you the setup that we used for that. So yeah, there's like the Brimstone book showing the Orcs on Fire for traps. I thought there was another book somewhere over here. There's a lot more on the map. Just the other one I was playing. Oh yeah, here's another book showing the push trap. And then they've got what is this? Orcus Dominus? Orcus Dominus, I believe. And that one is... yeah, same thing. Orcus Dominus. Oh, that's right. I have God mode on. Oh, yeah. I need to see what 8 does. I'm not sure. I don't know what this other trinket does. But Banquet Hall Endless is going to be pretty impossible because the barricades are very weak and they have armored ogres and TNT archers and stuff. So it is unfortunately not great. We would normally either get G or B. Probably B, because you would use that to focus down the big guys. Okay, here's another. This is push trap again and barricades, it looks like. Kind of going over barricade placements. There's that look with the face again. Rune. And there's Zoe. Oh, oops. Yeah, these maps definitely had a lot of character to them. Maps we just don't character we just don't see anymore. There's an axe for the orc. Yeah, pretty good stuff. The arcane bowling ball. Yes, that's a good one to have here. You just place an arcane bowling ball here, and it shoots down this pathway and kills everything. This was one of my favorite sabotage maps. Definitely one of my favorite sabotage maps. You just place the barricades here, and then these here. Use doubles typically. These are cheaper. And arcane bowling ball at the end of the here. That shoots down the center. You can't put anything on that side. And of course you can't double stack it in regular. You wall line with wall chargers, and then boom barrel rollers on top, and then you do like a viscous tar, floor scorcher, brim combo, or you can do floor spikes, which is kind of similar to 3, but they don't have floor scorchers, so you know it is what it is. They don't have boom barrel rollers either. Anyways, you can go pretty far with a setup like that. You also bring big game hunting ballistas for mercenaries, or the dragon lances, which are the arcane ballistas. Oh, that's right. This one stops working. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this one stops working. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. So we can't play anymore there. All right. Yeah, let me show you the Banquet Hall editor, or the Banquet Hall one. So if we got flip trap and barricades, yeah, that's fine. Let's do Banquet Hall Endless, and I'll show you how we did. Oh, I don't have a lot of money this time, but you can definitely use flip traps here. I guess it kind of depends on what you want to do, but for the very late game Endless, you wouldn't necessarily. So you'd barricade this off, right? And then everything would run up here, which you could also barricade this off and then barricade up there, so everything runs against this wall. You have boom barrel rollers up at the top. you would do like a viscous tar, and then you would double stack floor scorchers. So you'd have 2 floor scorchers here and here, and then you'd have keep pressing E, another tar, and then 2 more floor scorchers. So that way everything small would just kind of like push it backwards. I haven't, but I seen Mr. Juicebags who played Unchained a lot. I'm pretty sure he plays it, and I've seen him play it.
Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself.
It's kind of, it looks like a lot to get into, so I don't know. But anyways, you barricade something like this, not quite like this. You wouldn't put it as far up because you'd have fire ogres coming out of here, and so they run by the barricades and hit it. But then you'd have Cades that would run up like this direction, sort of thing. And then all the enemies would run against this, and then they'd run down this way. And so what you would do is you'd put flip traps here. And then the enemies would run, get flipped over the barricade, and then they'd have to run all the way back around your entire kill box. Keep pressing E. So, it's definitely cool. And then there was Throne Room. Throne Room is a good map. That one's a tough one too on Endless. Let's see. Well, it's sort of tough, I guess. If you bring other people, which you could have up to 3 people on your team, so you could take care of all the traps you needed to. You know, one guy can bring flip traps, and the other guy can, you know, bring whatever else. I thought about checking out Dungeon Defender 2, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I have had a lot of time. I just know that I'm about to not have a lot of time, and that's a problem because, well, I don't know. It's just I'm not gonna have a lot of time. But this one's really good for flip traps because there's lots of area here in the beginning to knock things out into the goop. And here's a statue of Bianca. Oh, I thought it was facing the other way. Bianca's one of the characters. It was also a boss in Orcs Must Die 2. One of the playable characters in 3. Or in Unchained, I mean. Pretty cool statue. I could have sworn there was a double jump mechanism that somebody had. I guess I'm stuck. I think there's an auto kill. Was it? Okay, yeah. Something else the game is missing is an auto kill or that sort of thing. Yeah, here you'd have 85 maximum traps, but of course we're playing with the No Max Traps mod to allow us to also stack things.
Measure twice, cut once.
They had changed this one. It used to be up here at the bottom. This used to be all connected. Like there was a pathway here, so you could actually barricade this front section, which helped a lot against the blower uppers that came out of that one and that one. And of course they had the gnome blower uppers who you'd like target, and then they have like a damage shield, and so they don't take damage shortly after getting hit by the first damage source, and then they take damage after that and explode. So they're kind of like beefed up sappers, and they are very annoying to take care of. Also, fire elementals and firelings and stuff, when you toss them over, or the fire elementals themselves, when you toss them over into the goo or into the hazard, the firelings will then spawn at the nearest location, so you couldn't like toss them over and then be done with them. You'd have to like take care of the firelings as well. What was another good one? I've done them all. Oh yeah. Maximum security. Which one was that? Oh yeah, that one's a cool one. This one's a really neat one. I just like all the levels in Unchained and the boom barrel or all that. This one was cool because that was weird. This was a really good sabotage one as well. You would typically wall off up here,
Twice, cut once.
right? And then everything would come through from that gate and everything would come through over here. However, these two gates had sappers come out and they had firelings come out, or fire elementals. So you had to watch out for those. This gate especially had fire elementals. So some people, instead of bringing them this way, would try and bring them, you know, this way, where they cade here, here, and like this. They would try to do something like that, where they'd try and kill on this wall, and then they would try and kill underneath this. Which is something you had to do to get a 5-star, because they were stars back then. But on Sabo, it's definitely just build a kill box right here and out into this room. And this room is like a big giant kill room right here, because you build out your cades like this.
Right here. That's twice, cut once.
I might have done that wrong. No,
You'll never notice this.
I don't remember. You have to do here.
Almost hurt myself on that.
Oh, and here.
Twice,
Yeah.
cut once.
Because you were able to, back then, you were able to get away with
I'll just leave this right here.
making these really small sections. Which is one of the things that threw a lot of people off whenever they started playing
You'll never notice this.
Unchained. Or 2 from Unchained. And the grinders themselves, like right now the grinders have the same distance as that wall blade, but the grinders used to not. They used to be literally just a half a square. Just like up into this point. So you have to, for grinders to be really effective, you want to push it against the wall as best you can. But with trap space, it doesn't really make it that feasible to push everything up against the wall. Because if I pushed it here,
Twice, cut
and
once.
like here and here,
Whoopsie.
and whatever traps I placed on that side, you know, I'd want to place like barricades on this side, but then I'm spending too much trap space to do that. But this one's a cool one too. The jailer's really neat. He's really neat guy to have there. I wish Sapper had to wait to blow up like creepers so you have the chance to toss them before they blow. Yeah, that'd be neat. I mean, right now they're not the problem. Firelings are the problem. Or they're the ones that cause it to be tough. And then, of course, Orcatraz is my favorite one by far. Here's what that looks like. This one I'd love to play on Endless, but it's going to be very difficult. Well, maybe not super difficult, I guess, but it might be a little challenging. If you have a trap cap, that is. So this one's cool because you have fire type minions, you have ice type minions, you have regular orcs, you have like pirate orcs, you have the Chinese minions as well, bears, that sort of stuff. You have all of the regular size minions plus mercenary that comes out of this left gate of all of the different types. So this one is like a hybrid of all different types of enemies, and you'd run them down this way. And this is a very cool map. I like the ability to shoot everything too. You'd typically wall off here and there to move everything down to that bottom gate. This gate would have all the sappers, and it would have sappers, and I believe it had the gnome blower upper guys as well as the troll that attacked barricades, the boss guy. So this is the gate you had to watch out for whenever you were watching out for explosive guys, like the sappers and the gnome dudes. And then this gate had all the fire elementals and bears. I'm pretty sure it had all the bears. But it had like the really beefy guys and the fire elementals as well. So if you caded out here somewhere, you definitely were going to have your hands full with them. But the gnomes, not the gnomes, what were they? Satyrs. The satyrs were definitely tough. I mean, look at this. This is a workout bench. Like, just so much cool stuff here. Waterfall, roof trap, turns firelords, firelings into earthlords, earthlings. He just puts out the flame? Yeah, that'd be interesting. If you could put out the flame, that'd be cool. But they just had so many more characters, and the maps were just... they just look so much better, you know? Like, yeah, and another cool thing about this one... can we do it up here? I don't think so up here. There's one of these I know where the one is, where two of them are actually, but I thought you could do those. We'll run back over here. I forgot how to sprint. I thought it was shift, but it's not tab or any of that. Here, you can like open these and run between them. So you have interactable like spaces on the map as well, which are really cool. And then of course you got the centerpiece where enemies cannot run, and you can run to both sides for that. Of course, you typically just wall one side off and send everything back around. But that was a really cool one because it took all of the minions in the game and put it into one map as like a jailbreak type of map, which is just a sweet, sweet theme. A really cool theme, but it is what it is. We don't have that. Of course, here you can choose extra difficulty to get them more health or something like that. Not all of the heroes work. I forgot which ones do. Oh, yeah, but I'm about to head off. I know I didn't stream very long. Like 40 minutes, I guess. I did some League earlier. I'm kind of tired. And I've got quite a day tomorrow to handle stuff. I need a new keyboard as well. I need to remember to get that. But I'm going to teach my mother how to use OBS because she's a teacher and they have to record themselves now. But they didn't really tell them how to. And she doesn't know anything about computers. So that's going to be a task. That's a good 45-minute drive as well. But I'll hang out here, Brad, with you as long as you want to hang out. We can talk about orcs and stuff. I know that there was a lot of traps that 1 and 2 had, that Unchained had as well, that are not showing up in 3 currently. Such as the coin thing. You kill enemies on top of like this box, and then when they die, they drop extra coin, or they're worth more whenever you kill them. The Coin Forge is what it's called. I don't think they are going to have that. I'm not sure. But it's weird to not see that. It's weird to not see any type of like extra coin generation whatsoever at all. It's just odd. But maybe they did it for balance reasons. I don't know. But anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I'm heading off. I'm going to think about streaming once a weekend. Probably Saturdays. I'm definitely not going to be streaming tomorrow. I got too much stuff to do. And then, of course, next week is starting work. So probably not going to stream any of those days. Yeah. Maybe Saturday. Stream some OMD3. And then we're just going to stick to that. Or Unchained. If I can figure out how to modify or edit some of those values, then I could make it to where I don't really need to rely on stacking traps or anything like that, which would be cool. Very cool. And then I can play Orcatraz Endless and show you guys how fun that map is with all the different kinds of enemies that come out. But all right, Brad. Thanks for hanging out, man. I will see you on the next stream.